introduce, excuse me, let me make this bigger, introduce the lovely young lady who showed me this beautiful tool. I'm just going to try and make it bigger. This beautiful tool that allows her, and it will allow you to keep detailed information about what's going on in the back office. Now, Manjula, I know how to say your first name, and I'm going to try and say your second name. Please forgive me if I get it wrong. So I'm going to welcome on Manjula Pankania. She is that correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Spot on.
Okay. She has now recently, which is absolutely amazing, she has joined us as a representative of the UK Local Leadership Council. She is an Academy private investor. She's actually a manager. She's a certified post-profit graduate. And as I said, she's an entrepreneur, a private investor, and she has a taxation background. But we're not going to be discussing taxation in too much detail today. What she's going to reveal today is how you should be able to keep track of the information that's in the back office. So without further ado, Manjula, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And if you could start sharing yours, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much for the introduction, Elaine. And hi, everyone. As Elaine said, I'm Manjula Pankania, live in London, part of the UK representative local leadership, which I decided to just join very recently. And I hope that whatever I'm sharing today, this morning, I know people are here from other parts of the world, will be of use. I've been part of this business for 4 years now, and it's grown from strength to strength, and I have great knowledge of how to become a private investor. But I also see that people do become part of this business, but they're not actually able to keep records on how. So what my purpose today, or I'm going to train and show, is how to keep the records and how you extract. And the most important right now in the current moment in time is CRU. So I hope it's going to be useful, and I'm going to share my screen. And if you just bear with me 1 second. For demonstration purposes, I am going to use the back office here. And I'm going to open up Excel spreadsheet. So can everybody see the screen? If you put one that you can see, that would be great.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
So everybody that has got CRU, they would go into the back office and look at the CRU back office, and they will see this portfolio. Okay. They look at the portfolio, then they see all these things and they think, okay, that's fine. But do you actually know or understand what your CRU or portfolio is actually in detail? I think a lot of people would just look at that figure and that's it. But it's very important to keep a track. So I'm going to show how to extract from your back office into Excel spreadsheet, and that will give you even a bigger picture on what your actual portfolio is. Okay, so the first starting point is you go into your CRU back office, click on portfolio, and you scroll up, and you will see all the entries from day one. So what you need to do is you go to the last page is the third one in my case here. So on the 12th of May 2019, I purchased education information package for 500 units, and I also received 125,000 CRU. So it tells you there, and then it gives you a description that you purchased it. So what I did then, I made a note of this information, and I prepared an Excel spreadsheet. CRU launched. Okay, this is the date the crypto unit program was actually opened. So I put the date there, 12th of May. Amount deposited was $500, and I received 125,000 pre-IPO equity for purchasing this information on investment. So you enter that detail there, then you go back to this page again and take the next entry and work your way up. Okay, so the next entry is 1st of June 2019. And here you see that I haven't purchased anything. However, there is 155,000 and it says equity. Some of you here will know what this means, some of you not, because I don't know how long you've been in this, been in part of this business. But what it means is when you've shared this business with anyone, the company has given us an extra CRU. So equity means it, on top of the bonus, they also gave us CRU equity. So I'm going to make a note of this. 1st of June 2019, CRU, it says minus, I will explain that to you in a moment, 155,238 equity. So I go back to my template, put the date, 1st of June, and this time I've put it under pre-IPO equity received as bonus here, okay? Then the third one going up, the next one, it's got the same date, you'll see, and it's got the same figure, but it does not have the minus here. Now, the reason for this is because this is given to you as an equity, but then it's transferred to the certificate account. So all the entries you will see twice. Okay, so there's no need to enter this entry again on the Excel spreadsheet. So the next one up is 1st of July and is equity. So here you go, 1st of July 2019 and the amount. I already prepared this so that I'm not faffling on and wasting time. So then, if you, go on to 1st of August, and as you can see, equity, they're all part of the bonus that you need to go through and enter it on that Excel spreadsheet, right? Now, if you were to go through this and you wanted to know what is your portfolio, what have you received, it might seem all double Dutch and you think, oh my God, what is this, right? But if you were to actually put it into Excel spreadsheet where you can see exactly what you have, it makes more sense. So you've got everything here. It's kind of a snapshot of your schedule of what CRU you have from the date you purchase right up to today's date. So what I did, I've actually gone through and I had about more than 100 entries. I've not completed this, but this is just for demonstration example, as I said. So what you need to do is go through your back office and what I've just showed you and enter these. You might also have, under the description here, I've got just equity in that, right? But if we go on the first page, there may be some other description. Actually, on the second page, it's just reimbursement of expenses. Okay, so on the 10th of 10th of November 2019, I received 30,000 CRU and it was reimbursement of expenses. So that is the description, which I would put it there under that box here, reimbursement of expenses. When I completed this, I realized how simple and easy it is that I have got my own portfolio that I can just look at it on one sheet and it's all there. In the future, I know it's going to be there. I don't need to go into the back office. So the next step is that I opened up another page. So when you go onto the Excel spreadsheet, there is a plus button. You press on that and another new Excel spreadsheet will be opened. And this one, I've called it CRU Portfolio. So the CRU Portfolio is this. So CRU, the holder is Crypto Unit Inc. The amount of deposit, 500. The number of CRU is 400,000. So if you go, I have put today's day as at today, because this is the portfolio as of today, because it can change, right? So as of today, 20th of November, this is my portfolio. And I have got unlocked CRU as well of 65, which it shows there, okay? Hope it's clear as of up to now. Now I'm going to go on to the next bit. And the next Excel spread is to do with CRU staking. Some of you may know what CRU staking is, some of you may not know. So I'm just going to go quickly, briefly through it to recap. So on the left-hand side of the portfolio for CRU, you've got staking. So I click on staking. And staking, what is it? Okay, so if you were part of the VIP club, you would have...
Angela, this is Elaine here. Can I interrupt you?
Yes, sure.
There's a comment in the chat, which I'm not sure of, and I'm sure you might understand. It says that for those with a lot of transactions, if they click on the type of transactions, you can bring it down to just showing purchases, where it will say sales, then equity, then bonuses. Do you understand what that is? I'm not sure what that is.
I can't really see on that. No, can you just repeat that again?
Okay, so Gail, did you understand?
Yeah, if I sorry, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if you just scroll back up,
Yeah.
So we're just going back. Can you see where it says type of transaction? It says date and time. Yeah. Click on that. You can actually so if you click on sale, because that's what you've purchased, okay, it just brings it.
Oh, okay, narrows it down. Okay, I get it.
Narrows it down for people. So then if they want to work out what the bonus units are, so if there's somebody who's been building a team and they want to check on what bonuses did I get, so if you click on bonus there, it'll then bring those up as well.
Excellent.
It should do it, but never mind. But it will do it. It should do it if you've got different things. So it's just so you can narrow everything down.
Yeah, okay, so that's another way of doing it, right? So what you name off, so you can do basically these drop down arrows, you can click on it and it will give you whatever, you know, like here, equity, gift account, for example, and bonus, type of transaction, etc. So you can actually fiddle with this to make life easier, and it will narrow your search. Basically, it's a search for a particular. I myself went through the whole of the pages because I wanted to know each individual one, right? So when you go into it and actually looking at it, it kind of makes sense, because normally people will look at portfolio and just look at all the entries and that's it. But don't forget, this is a business and it's very important to understand, you know, the entries as well. So thank you so much for that. Yes, now I'll go into staking. So here, the staking on the 11th of June, 2020, there was 3,750 unlocked from my portfolio because I was a VIP member. Okay, it's one of the things that you would get of being a VIP member. Okay, so I staked it for 6 months. Okay, so the closing date would be 8th of December, and it was 1.5%. And so far I've accrued 281 CRU. Okay, so on top of what I had, this is what I've accrued, given to me every month. So if I go back onto the portfolio and scroll down on that first page, right? And the description, you see here, bonus for staking. So 11th of July, I was given 56 CRU is a bonus for staking. So go into my template here. I've put August 2020 internal staking, put the amount and the heading, well, basically the headings. And I think I've made a bit of a boobs here. Well, 1st of September, 32.65, and then I put 32.65. Then the next month was on the 21st of October, again, 32.65, and I put accumulated total here. So what that means is the previous month's figure plus this month's figure added together gives you a running total. So I'm going to keep doing this until it gets completed. So there, you will see bonus staking. But when you look at the bonus staking, it's not just for one lot, yeah? So I did it in June, August, September, and some in October. There's small amounts, but the one in August, I did it for 2.5%, and that was 24 months. So in the Excel spreadsheet, I opened up a new page for August, a new page for October, September, and so on, right? So this more or less is the CRU extract from the back office. So it's a snapshot of what you have actually got. Now, this is really, really important because especially things are changing, things have moved on quite a lot, and we need to keep track. We need to keep track on everything that is happening currently. So from this, the next Excel spreadsheet or records that you need to keep would be to do with CRU, to do with WCRU, UNTB, and there will be other added to it to make our lives easier. By doing this, you could potentially also on the Excel spreadsheet put add another box, bonus, for example. So where is the bonus, you could put the amount for bonus. Now this would be making your life much easier. Why? Because you've got a record of what you've actually received. And this is going to help you to complete your tax return at the end of the year, because these details are needed and it's taxable income. So we do need to declare this. There are a lot of people that are not keeping their records and they are stressing. To keep a record, clear-cut record of this, it will be less stressful. It does not take long time at all. Initially, yes, when you set it up, but if you spend like once a week or a couple of days every morning going to it, it will take maybe 5 minutes to just extract the information from there onto this. And believe me, things are going to be even more intense with WCRU coming, the UNTB, etc. right? So get yourself head start. So right from the beginning, you've got the correct records set up for yourself. Think about it. Every business needs to have some kind of record, yeah, to be able to do their accounts at the end of the year. So it's really important. But what I really also found that when I did this schedule, I did not realize how effective it actually was to me, because I could clearly see how much education packages I bought, how much CRU I received for that, and I thought, wow, this is it, right? And I'm thinking, I want to grow my portfolio even more, right? So I decided to increase my portfolio, because then I realized what I really wanted, how much asset I really wanted. And we've moved so fast that there's not going to be much of a time left to actually receive more CRU from buying any education package or any offers. And we still have that opportunity and chance to build our CRU, and in the long run, it's going to benefit us because you're going to end up having different income streams. So as far as I'm concerned with this, I have completed. I don't want to complicate matters. It's supposed to be very simple explanation, and go back to your back office and do this. And also bear in mind what portfolio you have, and you still have the chance of building it. Still very few days left, and I'm done for this morning on this. And I'm going to hand over to Elaine, and Elaine's going to, I'm going to stop my screen, and Elaine's going to explain to everybody what chance there is in increasing their CRU portfolio. Elaine, it's all yours. Are you there, Elaine? Elaine, there you are.
Yeah, I'm here. I couldn't unmute my mic.
Okay.
So I stopped sharing my screen. Okay, thank you very much, Manjula. Can we put an 8 in the chat if you found that valuable? Let's see, I'm opening up my chat. Can you put an 8 in the chat if you found that valuable? Good, we've got some 8s more. Come on, more 8s. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What I'm going to do in a moment is give you all an opportunity to answer some basic questions. But for me, from my point of view, if you're in this program, if you're in this company and you are determined to build your portfolio, then it's vitally important that you keep detailed information of each of your instruments. Now, if you're going to follow the education in the program, I just realized my video is not on. Sorry. If you're going to follow the information in the program, you're going to actually add more instruments to your portfolio. And it's vitally important that you keep detailed records of every instrument. And don't forget the tax man. The tax man is going to be knocking on your door one day and say, hello, how much income have you generated? And if you don't have that information, what they will do to save time is they'll make a number up. Whether it's true, whether it's clear, whether it's close to reality or not, it doesn't matter. It's vitally important that you keep intimate details. And also, we're not going to be here forever. If you're going to pass down your portfolio, then the next generation needs to know what's going on and what you're entitled to, and the income that you're generating, and the income you could generate from selling what instruments you have, because they have the original purchase price and they have the current value. I hope that makes sense. So let me give you an opportunity to ask some questions.
Elaine,
yes.
Say, can you just remind everybody about what chance they have of building up extra CRU if they wanted to still?
Yes, I was going to do that later on. Okay, so
okay, sorry, carry on.
In the next few days, you will lose the opportunity to purchase the education program and be rewarded with CRU. I'm sure everybody knows that. And for when that happens, the only product available in the back office will be GoPro. The GoPro Recruiting Mastery Program 2020 is an absolutely brilliant program because it will enable you to create and grow your network. Now, if you've been on a 7-day challenge, you would have been given little snippets of tasks of homework that you need to do to grow your network. I've been on it, and I've watched as people follow the homework, build relationships in their various social media platforms, and also connect with people, and finally to grow their network by selling additional educational programs. This stuff works. This stuff works. And if you want to grow your network, then I would suggest that you get involved with the GoPro Recruiting Mastery Program. You could find details in the back office under the EIP tab. But yeah, I actually believe that when things get going, we will have more instruments that we are allowed to promote that will give us CRU tokens, because that's the type of company we are. And I'm really looking forward to what's going to be shown to us in the future. But for now, if you want to increase your CRU tokens, if you want to continue your education, then please go to the back office and purchase the GoPro Recruiting Mastery Program, which is going to change your life. Now, questions. Are there any questions that anyone would like to ask regarding the templates or regarding tracking the information in the back office? I'm looking at the chat. Let me see. In the back office, you can fill. Yeah, done that. Did you mention we have to pay taxes from bonuses or loyalty? Did I mention that we have to pay taxes from bonuses or loyalty? I mentioned that you need to keep abreast of the information in your back office in case you have to pay taxes. I am not a tax consultant. I am the last person to talk to about figures and taxes. You need to go and see your own tax advisor with regard to paying tax. And obviously there's a lot of people on this webinar, and we're all in different areas of the globe. So you need to talk to someone in your district, in your area, in your country, and talk to them about whether you need to pay tax or not. I haven't the foggiest idea. I am not a tax consultant. But from my point of view, knowing the British government, I know that if I don't keep very good track record of what I have in the back office, it is very likely that someone will come knocking on my door and ask me to pay tax. But that's my opinion, that's my country, and you need to find out what's the case in your country. I hope that makes sense. Okay.
So Elaine, yes. Just to add to what you just said, any bonuses that's been received in the monetary value in the back office and the wallet, you need to keep a record of it because it would be taxable income. Okay, so it is very important that you keep the record. It does not matter what you do with it. It's what matters is when the bonus hits your wallet is the time that it is taxable. So keep a record of it and keep a record of any expenses that's been incurred. So even if you had bought an educational package, that is an expense, so that can be set against it. Okay, so any of the expenses that you've incurred in doing this business, then keep a record of that as well and keep a receipt as well. Okay.
Thank you very much, Marjula. There's a question there. Will the information in the back office remain forever? I'm not sure. Hopefully it will, because it's important data. But to remove the fact that it might be taken away, I would keep a record for myself, and you're welcome to do the same. Next, what is the reimbursement of expenses? Manjula, you've been through this. What are some of the reimbursement of expenses?
It was during the Eventi offer last year when we went to India, our 5th birthday anniversary, and there was a special offer of ticket. When you purchased the tickets, they gave some reimbursement.
Is that the 30,000? That was the that we saw. Yes, yes.
Okay, so you know, wake up, be alert, follow the news, follow the webinars, because you don't want to miss out on any of the offers. There's always something going on. Yeah. So
Darlene has said, good to keep records. It's good advice, just in case it's needed one day. Yes, I totally agree with you, Darlene. Let's see if I can see Darlene on
especially
here.
If you've extracted it and you have your own record that nobody can take it away. You've got your own record and your own, you know exactly what you have.
Yeah, I noticed a couple of posts of people saying that the numbers of tokens in their back office has changed. And I think Maria did say that they were going through some exercise to ensure that everything was accurate. So if you've got your own record, then you could use it as a backup if after the rescheduling is complete, there is a difference in the numbers. It's always good to have your own record. It gives you peace of mind. It means you know what's happening with your back office. And as I said, as you grow your portfolio, it's vitally important that you keep records of everything. Otherwise, you're going to be totally confused and you're not going to know what you're entitled to. Okay, any other questions? Anything? Nope, I can't see anything else. Okay, so can you let me know if this was useful today and if you'd like similar type of educations or trainings, because it's important that we know what you need so that you can keep your education up to date. Yes, yes. Okay, very good.
Yep. I'm Chris from Brisbane.
Hello,
Australia.
Chris.
Very, very useful.
Hi,
Very
Chris. Nice to see you.
This is my 5th webinar, and I've got another one. I've got to jump off in about 5 minutes' time for my 6th
You're the
one.
webinar king, huh?
Oh, today I am in demand. It was interesting. I got invited to another webinar, and I happened to be in the end guest speaker, which I didn't know. But yeah, it was very useful. I love what you've done, because I've got a few CRU. Yes, so it's sort of opened up my mind what you did tonight. It's amazing. And talking about the people are well, not complaining, but they're worried they lost CRU. Well, don't worry. I lost 2 million.
Woo.
Right? It disappeared because I've got a photographic memory. I knew exactly how many I had. And 2 days ago, they all come back.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Maria did mention there is a hitch. And I'd love you bringing up about the tax, because that was a big subject last week. A lot of people trying to avoid tax. If you make money, you've got to wear it, but you just got to know how to reduce your tax. And you two ladies gave some great ideas. You know,
Thank
keep
you
it real. And, you know, like you buy education programs, and if you bought, say, 10,000, for example, that's 10,000 you can claim. Well, I don't know, every law is different, as you brought that up as well, but that should be, if you make this into a business and not a hobby, you would reduce your taxes.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for your contribution today.
Can I say something?
Okay.
Yes. What's your name, please?
My name is Wesley from South Africa.
Nice to see you.
Can you hear? Yes. Oh, okay. I just wanted to say this is very helpful, especially for us. We having downliners that are elderly people. Then it's gonna be very easy for us to explain to our downliners like how it works. So I'm very glad that I had to sit in on this webinar today. It's very helpful a lot. Then now I can go back to my downline. I can explain everything, especially elderly. They don't understand.
Yeah.
At
Thank you
all.
very
So
much.
thank you
for
so
that.
much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your feedback. We're going to be offering more trainings in the future so that the transition from CRU to World CRU and anything else that happens is smooth. So we're here to help. Yeah, just let us know what you'd like education on, or feedback on, or training on. Okay, so unless there are any more questions, let me just have a quick look at the chat.
I have a question.
Yes, your name, please.
Marie?
Let me just mute this person. Sorry, your name?
Marie.
Marie. Okay. Hi, Marie.
Hello. How can we get this recording? Where would it be posted?
Okay. Can some Gail, can you put the link to the Facebook group in the chat, which I totally forgot to mention? If you want information about upcoming trainings, about what's happening in the UK, about previous trainings, if you go to if you go in a link in the chat, let's see if it's there. It'll be coming. If you go to the link in the chat, it will take you, there it is. It will take you to our Eva Rich UK Facebook group. And you're going to, all the previous recordings, today's recording will be there. Any questions you want answered will be there in the Facebook group.
Thank you.
I hope that was useful.
Yes.
Excellent. Any other questions? Darlene, any kind of accountant? Yeah, I would start with a general accountant first, and then if you feel that you need someone who's has more expertise, then move on from that. Okay, license tax. Oh, someone's answered. Tax advice. Yes, yes. Yeah. Excellent. Sorry, I didn't see that. I'm behind with the chat. Okay, any further questions, comments, feedback? Okay, can we have a round of eights, tons and tons of eights for the beautiful Manjula, who's given us her time today and given us some education that's going to help us in the future. Good, very good.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
And can I have some, please? Do some for me. Do sevens. Do sevens for me. Sevens, sevens. There you go. Thank you very much. Okay, so if there aren't any further questions, and if there aren't any...
I gave you 9. Yeah, I gave you a 9.
Oh, is that 9 out of 10?
Make it 10. You want 10 out of 10.
Thank you very much. Okay, so please look out for further trainings in education. We're here to help you. And until the next time, thank you very much, Manjula.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending. I know there are a lot of people internationally here as well, so the timing is different. In the UK, we're nearly coming up to 12 o'clock midday. So thank you so much for attending, and there will be more, like Elaine said, more coming. Make life easier. We work together.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.